pool.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you call today, you could be swimming by July or August.
Don't forget the website.
Yeah, I can't hear you. Into that. Go to newwaveconstruction.com and click on pools. That's newwaveconstruction.com and click on pools.
That's good. Hey, we're live, everybody, on a Tuesday night showdown in Region 10 baseball. Greetings, salutations. Welcome into our Boulevard home game of the week. It's the Snow Canyon Warriors tonight hosting the Dixie Flyers. Snow Canyon comes in a good spot right now. Number one in the RPI with the playoffs coming next month, the 14th through the 20th up north. They are rolling right along, playing some really good baseball. 19-3, 9-1 is their region record. Meanwhile, the Dixie Flyers comes in 15-5, had a couple setbacks last week to the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs, who are also 9-1. So Flyers enter tonight at 16-2. Glad you're with us. We'll officially welcome you into our Findlay Subaru pregame show. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins with you tonight. And CC, the big storyline when we got to the ballpark is Kason Bell is here, but he's been under the weather. So Braxton Yates is going to start on the mound instead of the ace for the Flyers. He is going to, get another day or two. Got sick on Sunday, was in bed all day Monday. He's at the ballpark, still drained though, tired, got some kind of a flu bug or something. So Bell is unavailable tonight. So they're hoping that he can feel a little bit better tomorrow. And then Thursday, when these two teams rematch, he'll be good to go. Yeah, and Kason Bell was one of those guys that we already anticipated. He could be a game changer every single time he steps out there on the field. Unfortunately, today, just feeling a little too under the weather to go. But hey, Braxton Yates, we know he's one of those guys that Dixie has been in the back pocket. Really good bullpen they have. So I'm excited to see him come out here with the opportunity and see what he does with it. Yeah, we'll see Yates. You take a look at the pitching matchup. It'll be Kyson Goetz for the Snow Canyon Warriors taking on the opponent tonight. And, Yates is a junior, 2.67 ERAs, 2-2 this year, 8 appearances, 2 games started, so most of his appearances have came in relief. This will be his 3rd start of the season. Does have 1 complete game, 1 shutout, and he does have a no-hitter. So he has been solid this year, and they're going to need a great effort out of him. He does, have 21 innings under his belt. He's given up 18 runs, but only 8 are earned. He's only walked 9, and yet he struck out 31. So some pretty good numbers for Mr. Yates. Yeah, 100%. And like we said, this is somebody getting the chance and the opportunity to step up. And this is a big game here. You look at the lineup for Snow Canyon. These are a bunch of hitters, man, and no one more than Sam Lindsay, guy right now with already 10 home runs on the season. Just lighten it up when the bats get cracking. It's going to be one heck of a matchup here tonight. Mikhail Swenson's also been swinging a really hot bat. He's now taken over the team lead batting average-wise, at least. He's hitting .483. Ryder Harrison comes in hitting .474. Sam Lindsay's dropped just a little bit down to .419. Cruz Sechrist hitting .412. They got a bunch of guys hitting north of .400, which is very impressive. Their team batting average is still .373, and they've already played 22 games this year. So huge task for Yates to slow down the Snow Canyon offense in this game tonight. You look at the Snow Canyon starting pitcher tonight. That'll be Kyson Goetz, and I'll tell you what, Kyson Goetz, this kid just keeps getting better and better, and he makes things happen. 2.62 ERA, 3-1 record in his 6 appearances. Goetz is not a guy that's going to overpower you with the fastball, but he's going to hit his spots and command, and really has some nice movement on his pitches. He's worked 26 2/3 innings, giving up 24 hits on the season, 10 runs, all earned. He's only walked 9, and he's struck out 43. Yeah, this is a guy that I feel super comfortable with if I'm the Snow Canyon Warriors. And I look at Kyson Goetz, like you mentioned, Dev, 3-1 record. Nothing to be ashamed about whatsoever, the one loss there being to Crimson. So this is a great game for him to go against Dixie, who's kind of been on the rebound, found themselves having a little bit of success lately. I think this is a chance for Snow Canyon to go and show who's going to be the next top dog in this league. 19-3, Snow Canyon Warriors, number 1 in the RPI. Crimson is sitting right behind them at number 2. And Dixie, even though they lost twice to Crimson last week, they're still 15-5 and sitting at number 3. So you got Region 10 in the top 3 spots going into this week in Region 10 baseball. This is the Findlay Subaru pregame show. And, of course, Findlay Subaru, go check out the lineup. They've got a great selection of new and used cars, great service department, and they'll take care of you start to finish on the saving side of the freeway at Findlay Subaru. And, of course, we're going to get you some keys to the game and dive into this a little bit more when we come back. We're going to take a quick 60-second timeout. We'll be back getting closer to first pitch. Warriors hosting the Flyers coming up on the Fan Sports Network in our Boulevard Home Game of the Week.
Inspired design. Ultra quiet operation. To you, it's a Bryant Evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Off per gallon of gas at Fabulous Reddy's.
Yeah, welcome back. Senior night tonight here at Snowcan High School. So going to have some extra Findlay Subaru pregame show, getting you all ready for the first pitch tonight. Coden Herman just got introduced. Loveland got introduced. Here comes Sam Lindsay with a big old gift basket along with his parents. Everybody getting introduced. I think there's seven seniors, if I'm not mistaken. They're kind of hiding from me down the behind the clubhouse here at Snowcan High School. All the coaches are out there giving some love to the players. Kind of a fun moment here is, they're playing at home for the final time, getting honored by their coaches and the fans, and it should be a great night for baseball. Winds are gusting up to 10 to 12, but nothing too crazy tonight, as we've got temperatures in the low 70s. It was a little cooler today. It's supposed to hit a high 82 tomorrow, be a little bit warmer tomorrow, and then even a little bit better on Thursday for the rematch. These two teams will not play Friday. These two teams will play at Dixie on Thursday night. A lot of the other games will be played on Friday in their usual spot. And the next week we know is the end of the regular season, and the games will be Tuesday and Thursday as well. So you do have some scheduled news and notes. We'll have game Friday. It'll be a rematch of tonight's game across town. It'll be Pineview and Desert Hills on Friday. So that'll be our next broadcast, brought to you, our look ahead, by Bucks Ace Hardware. Bucks, 3 locations. Heart of Hurricane in Dino Crossing, St. George, and of course out in Santa Clara, rather, the newest location, Bucks Ace Hardware. So tonight, Flyers, Warriors, but then Panthers, Thunder on Friday night. That's the Fan Sports Network. Both those games will be on the simulcast this week, radio and video. If you're listening on radio right now, you want to watch this game tonight, just go to our website, thefansportsnetwork.com, click on the Region 10 tab, and you will find the link right there on YouTube to watch tonight's game. CC, should be a good game. Going to be exciting here tonight.
Oh, yeah. Like I mentioned, these are two of the top teams right now. And honestly, Crimson is the team that everybody's looking to beat. These are the two right now, I think, that have the best shot at it. So I think the winner that comes out of this definitely gives you a look at, down the line, really who could be competing for the region title. Three seniors getting introduced. I thought there was more lined up, but that was just some extra people. So you just have Loveland, Lindsay, and Coden Herman. Those are the 3 seniors here getting honored tonight. So that didn't take long. No, not at all there, compared to some of the other senior nights we've had. We are looking forward to this one. Let's dive into the keys to the game. Obviously, anytime in Region 10 you get number 1 versus number 3 in the RPI, as these teams are, pitching is going to be really important tonight. Yeah, it definitely. And, you know, like we already mentioned here, the fact that Dixie's going to be down without their ace in the hole, Case and Bell, it's already going to be a little slight disadvantage. But I think, like you said, Braxton Yates is a very serviceable pitcher, and they have a deep bullpen where they can try some different things out if it needs be. However, this Snow Canyon Warriors lineup, you look at Sam Lindsay, Ryder Harrison, these are guys that you can't take lightly. So the seniors have been honored tonight. You know,
obviously, all eyes will be on Yates because Bell, who's their normal, early week #1 starter, is sick and not going to go tonight. So that's going to change the dynamics just a little bit in that one. So can Yates get you 5? Can he get you 6? Can he get you 7 tonight, like Bell has done all throughout the year? We looked at the numbers. Obviously, the 2.62 ERA, strikeout to walk ratio, really good. And obviously, these two teams meeting for the first time in the high school season. I'm sure, with the off season, some fall ball or some summer ball last year, they've met since last year, but not with this lineup, not with these guys, and maybe not with all hands on deck. But this game, very meaningful when you look at Crimson, what they're doing at 9-1. You look at Snow Canyon sitting there at 9-1. Obviously, they're fighting for the region title. Not a lot of people talk about the region title anymore because you're talking about the RPI because that's what seeds you for the state tournament. But I bet if you ask Coach Sechrist, you ask Coach Ibsen, you ask Coach Abbott, that still means something to these kids.
Dude, when I walked in, you can see it even from right here up in the clubhouse. They got all those title trophies up there, all the Region 9 titles, all the Region 10 titles that they've been going for. So it's all impressive to see, and they're not afraid to show off some hardware. So, yeah, I have no doubt that they're going for it again.
Other keys tonight brought to you by Finley Subaru. Anything else you think is going to be big in this one?
Yeah, for me, it's going to be the fielding for the Dixie Flyers. They're right there at a .936, which means really they don't make a whole lot of errors, Devin, but they have to be on point tonight because, like we mentioned, without their ace pitcher, Kason Bell, they're going to probably have a couple more hits going their way.
Yeah. Runners in scoring position. Who's going to be aggressive on the base pass? Who can play mistake-free baseball? These teams are so well coached. Danny Ibsen, the skipper for the Flyers, Reese Sechrist. And there's the ceremonial first pitch. One hopper to Cruz Sechrist behind the dish. And we are getting closer and closer to playing ball here tonight. So there's going to be a number of things tonight. I go back to a week ago when Dixie was playing Crimson. It's no score in the 7th. And the wind was whipping, a lot more windy than it is tonight. You and I were there, high fly ball to center, an error, and then a throwing error. That puts runners on second, third, and Crimson ends up winning 2-0 and kind of spoiled what was a great start for Kason Bell.
Yeah, and
can't have those errors.
No, I did just check the weather today. It looks like we have an 11-mile-per-hour wind going south, so check right field tonight. We might have some shots going out that way.
Yeah, it is maybe a little bit of a helping wind. National anthem. We'll take the break, come back. First pitch, Warriors Flyers coming up on the Fan Sports Network.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cass Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News
Your local
today.
carrier dealer has been...
Inspired design. Ultra quiet operation. To you, it's a bright evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
And we're back here, Snow Canyon High School Warriors Flyers in a Tuesday night showdown. Region 10 foes. Again, told you the RPI is tight going into this game. Snow Canyon 0.668 RPI, Dixie 0.605. So not too far. And then sandwiched in the middle is Crimson at number 2 at 0.649. and some change. I'm leaving a few numbers out around those, but all three of these teams, and we've kind of known from the preseason that all three teams look really, really strong. And this is a very meaningful series this week between these two teams. Dixie's trying to get back on track. Snow Canyon's trying to win a region title, stay number 1 in the RPI. Crimson's, maybe hoping for a split, and they can take care of 2 games this week. It's going to be real interesting with just 2 weeks in the regular season before the playoff pods and then the state tournament up north.
Oh, yeah, tons of ramifications. And Dixie is really trying to reel back, man. Last week, they let a couple games slip, and I'm sure they're feeling it. This is the week where they can really go and, like I said, beat a really good team in Snow Canyon. That's going to make an RPI shift. I promise you that, Double D.
Yep, no question about it. And we are getting close to the first pitch. Kyson Goetz taking his warm-up tosses out there. And going to be fun to see what he can do tonight. Again, Goetz getting a lot of starts. Coach Sechrist, we had him on the show this morning, was talking about how he's got no problems getting Kyson Goetz to start, but he did agree that there's just not enough innings to go around. And I'm sure Coach Ibsen and Coach Abbott and these top teams, because they've got their 1, their 2, their 3 starter, and then they got their bullpen, they're so deep in the pitching that we really won't see a lot of arms until the state tournament potentially.
Yeah, and he said it's unfortunate, but that's just how the way it works. And, in one way, it might be unfortunate because the regular season is where the bulk of the games come. But, hey, the games matter come postseason. And when you have those fresh arms, it makes all that much of a difference.
We are underway. First pitch missing. High for ball 1. Quickly, Goetz rocks, fires. There's a called strike at the knees. 19-3 the record tonight for the Warriors. 15-5. Flyers, 2 powerhouse teams colliding tonight here. That one down in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Braxton Yates, leadoff spot tonight on the bump for the Flyers. Set the defense for you in the starting lineup, brought to you by House of Jump, as there's a foul straight back. It's Smith behind the dish, catching for Goetz. Kelly's at third, Sechrist at short, Ince is at second, Loveland at first. Outfield, Harrison in left, Sam Lindsay in center, and Makeo Swenson in right tonight for Coach Sechrist. Flyers have Yates, Vest, Erickson. Cleanup hitter tonight, Blake Watson, then Bartholomew, Levitt, Franco, Orton, and Zeph. That is your starters, brought to you by House of Jump. Start up your next birthday party at the House of Jump, as there's an Oppo dirty bomb, and Yates is going to have a leadoff double. Count was deep, and he is going to do something with the shoe there and celebrate with the dugout. Nice way to start things offensively.
I don't know about you, Double D, but it looked like he pulled the morning duck out the leg sleeve there and let it fly, because tell you what, for a guy who's coming in as the pitcher on a last-minute notice, he wasn't afraid to go out there and swing the bat.
Yeah, 10, 12 feet, fair, easily a fair ball. You're playing the left-handed hitter away from that line in left field, and I call that a dirty bomb. Yates will take it, baby. Goetz, rocks, fires, Boston Vest. Chopper, and it's a Cache Valley Bank foul ball. Vest has been just doing what Vests do on the baseball diamond. His older brother was a Flyer, now playing up at BYU. And boy, he has had a season hitting .424. And that one just outside, and it's 1-1. 16 runs batted in this year for Vest. He's got a duck on the pond right now. He's got 11 doubles, 4 triples. Does actually not have a home run, but he'd love one right here as he puts a charge into it, into the alleyway, going back towards the wall, and it goes off the base of the wall. And it's going to be a stand-up double, but because he thought maybe Lindsay had a play on the ball as that kept drifting back, they had to hold the runner halfway between second and third. They put the stop sign up. You don't want to make the first out at home plate, and so runners on second and third, but the run not able to score there on that one hopper to the wall.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, unfortunately you don't get the run, right? But you look at this, you're 2 batters in, you've already had 2 hits, and now you got a guy on third and second, still no outs. This is a great position right now for the Flyers here at the top of the first.
Yep, we talked about it in our Finley Subaru keys to the game. Got to capitalize with runners in scoring position. And they have a chance here. This is Ridge Erickson, catcher. Got some good catchers. You got 2 of the best tonight in this one. Andrew Wilson's been out all season. Desert Hills going to have some off-season surgery. Brex Starley is the other really talented catcher over at Crimson. But these two catchers tonight, that's a matchup with Ridge and Smith. Erickson fouls that one back. 1-1 now the count with runners on second, third. Back-to-back doubles. And you were right about the wind. That one hit high off the bat of Vest, and it got to the base of the wall.
Just a nice little breeze here tonight, but I'm telling you, it's enough to carry these balls the distance. And we've already seen it too now where guys thought maybe, hey, it had a chance at dropping, but it just kept going.
2-1, that one missing from Kyson Goetz. The Snow Canyon hurler out on the bump right now in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to rock, fire, breaking ball stays high. And count is 3-1 to Ridge Erickson. Ridge this year, .314 batting average coming into tonight. Missed a few games, just a junior. Breaking ball, that's a pretty pitch there. Erickson take, he wanted to see strike two, and he threw it right over the plate.
Yeah, beautiful ball there by Goetz, and just kind of now he's got to find his nerve, get himself back settled. I'm sure after those first couple pitches and those hits, he's feeling a little rattled, but he gets a strikeout here. He'll really feel that confidence seep back in.
Tied him up off the hands there, and he fights it down the first baseline. As always, looking for some awards to hand out tonight. Our Hearst Ace Hardware Play of the Game, our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. Also our Jersey Mike Sub of the Game. Just some of the awards that we will be handing out at the conclusion of this one tonight. And that one fought off, and another Cache Valley Bank foul ball. Play-by-play tonight brought to you by Mountain Land Supply. One of our great new sponsors teaming up with us here on the simulcast tonight. You're home for Bryant. They've got wholesale parts for heating, AC, Mountain Land Supply. And there's a high shot. And Lindsey goes over, going to get to it. They're going to tag the runner, and the Flyers are going to tag the runner from second to third as well. So you're going to have runners on the corners. It's a sac fly off the bat of Ridge Erickson, and Dixie strikes first.
And you got to just be happy with what you can get, right? You know, maybe the ball doesn't drop, but still, you get that chance to tag it up, get somebody home. Now you're already up on the board here. Still, only one out. This is a good opportunity for Dixie. Like you said, Devin, when you get guys on base, can you get them home? There's a chance right there, and they took advantage.
So back-to-back doubles by Yates and Vest, then a sac fly, RBI by Ridge Erickson. And it's 1-0 Dixie. And here is Blake Watson, and off-speed pitch stays upstairs, ball one. Top of the first inning, just getting going tonight.
Yeah, Goetz stepping off, just trying to take a second, get himself composed here.
Yep. Big pitches here, and it's a breaking ball. Slower to second. He looks at the runner. Now Ince goes over and gets the out. 2 away. Pretty good play there by Ince, who was playing in near the infield to start with.
Yep, and you saw Vest inch his way over just in case maybe that ball bounced out the glove. Good decision not to try to go home there. Stays on third. Live to fight another down, right?
Or another play. Yes, indeed, but 1-0. And here is Cooper Bartholomew stepping into the batter's box. Batter's box tonight brought to you by Buck Brand Beef. Homegrown, grass-fed cattle. You can taste the difference in every bite. Get a whole side, a half side of beef. Go get your phone out and email buckbrand@gmail.com, or I'll give you the number after this pitch. And that one grooved for a called strike. Good pitch there by Kyson Goetz, and he's ahead in the count. 0-2. 0-2 the count right now on Bartholomew. You want to get, that one's high and upstairs. You want to get some beef in your fridge for the grilling and chilling season. You get Mother's Day, Father's Day. You got obviously 4th of July coming up. Buck Brand Beef, call 435-644-2825. 435, give them a call right now, 435-644-2825, or email buckbrand@gmail.com to order today. Cut it up just the way you want. 2-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch, out in front of it, fights it off, down the line, in right, and I think he caught it out of my viewpoint, and that's going to be out number 3. But the Flyers do get an RBI sac fly. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 left on base. No errors there in the top of the first inning on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Flyers lead the Warriors 1-0 on the Fan Sports Network and streaming tonight on the fansportsnetwork.com. If you want to watch the game, get to the website.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's day.
Back here, Snow Canyon High School. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Flyers have a 1-0 lead. And Snow Canyon will send up tonight, leading off. Let's see who they're leading off tonight. Mikhail Swinson will lead off. Sechrist will hit second. Harrison third. Lindsay will clean up. Smith will hit fifth. So a little bit of an adjustment. They've moved Swinson up in the order to the leadoff position. Last time we were here doing a Warrior game, he was hitting down in the I think, 6th spot, but he's hitting so good, leading the team right now, batting average-wise. Coach Sechrist rewarding him by moving him up in the lineup.
Yeah, and then like you said, Lindsay take a little bit of a drop in the average there. You see him now going to clean up there on 4s.
Stats tonight brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors. And there's a pitch from Yates for a called strike. Markets are unpredictable. Reaching your financial goals shouldn't be. Visit adamswealthadvisors.com. You can thank me later.
Man, Yates out here trying to start off with some heat. Little misdirection, hasn't quite found that zone yet.
Yates, the lefty, rocks, fires, swinging, and a foul tip into the dirt.
I love the windup on this kid, Dev. He's really reaching back for it before he releases.
Again, 2.67 ERA, 2-1 record this year. Struck out 31. He's only walked 9. Swinson, though, swinging a red-hot bat this year, especially the last couple weeks. Getting that average up to 483. That pitch just missing. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Swinson.
Yeah, Swinson with 21 RBIs now on the season. Somebody who's really started to heat up in these past few weeks here. And, hey, it's been a great addition for Snow Canyon. And like we say, as long as you have hitters, just go ahead, line them up, and play ball.
That one just nibbling at the bottom of the K zone, but missing down low. 3-2. Full count. And a slow roller out to second, backhanded. The play is going to be not in time, and how will they score that? Might be an infield hit. As Swinson is aboard, and Snow Canyon has the leadoff guy aboard, just like we saw Dixie open up with those back-to-back doubles.
Yeah, nice way there to commit, run hard down the baseline, because at first it looked like it could have been an easy out there for Dixie, but just got away from his glove.
I think you're going to give Swinson. The home team side does, and I think it's going to be a hit. They agree with me. There it goes. It was backhanded. I agree with that. Though no hitter tonight. Both teams already have a hit, and we haven't played a full inning. First pitch in for a called strike from Yates.
Well, it's a beautiful day out here for some baseball, so like I said, I'm not going to be surprised if we see some of these balls catch out to the wind and go in right field.
Swinging a chopper right above the Warriors dugout off the bat of Cruz Sechrist. We were having a conversation with Cruz' dad, Coach Reed Sechrist, on who was the best Sechrist. There's 4 brothers. Cruz the youngest. He said the biggest difference is Cruz has been working out with his brother. It might be as strong as a junior as any of his other brothers. He did get in it. Don't forget about Pops. Throws his bat out at it. Coming in diving. And Franco makes a sensational diving catch coming straight in at it from center field.
Oh, what a play there. That might be one of our Morgan defensive control plays of the game right there, dude. He really laid out for that thing. Look at the replay on this, Devin.
Yeah, Sechrist just flips the bat out there trying to hit the bloop single, and Franco gets to it, squeezes it. And, you know, mentioned last week in that Crimson game, Franco had an error in the outfield and then a throwing error that really hurt them in extra innings, making up for it tonight with a big play. I see you, Mr. Franco. Heck of a job there, buddy. Big first out. Swenson's still there at first. Here's Ryder Harrison. Ryder's dad, also one of the assistant coaches. Kind of the offensive coordinator, if you will, the swing coach for the Warriors. And they're hitting .373 as a team. I'd say he's doing a heck of a job.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's not losing any sleep at night thinking about that.
Of course, Ryder is one of those guys that's just raking right now. Number 19 on his back of his jersey for the Warriors. .474. Second on the team in batting average. He takes that pitch for a strike at the knees. And it's 1-2 now. Yates got a little more zip on his fastball than probably Goats. Goats is going to top out mid-80s. Yates looks like he's probably upper 80s on the... And there the runner goes, and it's a hit and run. Fielded by the first baseman. Bartholomew started to look to throw to second, but retraces steps, touched the bag for out number 2. Swenson does get down to second base, and that'll bring up Slammin' Sammy Lindsay.
Yep, good opportunity now here. You get somebody on base in there at second. If there's a guy who's going to be able to go yard here tonight, it would be this one right here.
10 dingers on the season. You mentioned it in our Finley Subaru pregame show. Hasn't hit one recently, though. Been over a week since he's hit a home run. He was hitting them at about almost every other game rate. Maybe, and you know, he told us a couple weeks ago he's not really trying to swing for the fence most of the time. And that one missing low, ball 1, and quickly Ridge Erickson is going to trot out to Braxton Yates and have a chat. What are they talking about here? Just what they want to do in this situation, I would surmise.
Yeah, just the situation at hand. You know, want to make sure that don't give something too easy now for Lindsay, because you do have Swenson on second.
By the way, Sam Lindsay doesn't have any baseball offers, and he leads the entire state of Utah in high school baseball with 10 home runs. And that's all classifications.
That's
Somebody
amazing.
give this kid a scholarship already, my heavens. Yates waiting, now swinging and a miss. Big cut there from Sam, but he comes up empty. Utah Tech baseball just went final. Utah was playing Utah Tech over at Brewster's Field here in St. George tonight, and 13-3 Utes get the Blazers tonight. I was watching a little bit of that game when I was in the office working and prepping for this game before I came over to the ballpark tonight. Of course, former Snow Canyon Warrior Landon Fry having a great season for the Utah Utes.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of our let's say Region 9/10 talent have a lot of success at the next level here, especially when it comes to baseball.
I could start listing guys that went on to have great careers. Probably the biggest name was Drew Thorpe, picked in the second round by the Yankees last summer after a great career at Cal Poly. High to Lindsay, and it's 2-2.
Yates has some heat coming on here tonight, man.
2-2 count, 2 outs, bottom of the first inning. Flyers lead the Warriors 1-0. They had back-to-back doubles by Yates and then Vest, and then a sac fly by Ridge Erickson to give them the early lead. A swing and a miss, and that's an S&S mechanical strikeout. And Sam Lindsay walks back to the dugout, and the Flyers, through 1 inning, have the 1-0 lead on the Wilkinson's scoreboard. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left on base, no errors in the inning Flyers have the lead. Be right back on the Fan Sports Network and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in Southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News
Visit
today.
netsonfire.org.
1-0 Flyers on the road after an inning have the lead. Desert Hills hosting Pineview tonight. And our Nets on Fire score update. Desert Hills has struck first. Landon Musgrave on the bump, 1-0. Desert Hills has the lead. RBI for Reed. Reed, the left fielder, the RBI hit as Fillmore walked and later scored. So we'll keep you updated on that one tonight. Now Schroeder and Musgrave, the pitchers in that one. And I didn't catch a final on that Cedar Hurricane game that was played this afternoon. I'll track that down for you. I know Cedar was winning last score I saw, but I never did see a final. So try to get that to pass along. All our updates brought to you by Nets on Fire. Check out the trading packages this summer, netsonfire.org. Hawks, Celtics in a tight one. Well, you know when that one goes final. And it looks like it did go final. And the Hawks have beaten the Celtics to stave off elimination.
Wow, look at that. Trae Young taking care of business, down 3-1 and having a chance. There's a lot of superstars that are down 3-1 in this series or in this first round of the playoffs that you didn't expect. Giannis, John Morant, a couple of those names.
Yeah. Yeah, Giannis didn't talk to the media last night. I didn't think that was a good decision. Trae Young has 38 in the Hawks win. Quickly count rolls to full. And that one fouled straight back off the bat of Levitt. Logan Levitt, whose brother, a great career at Pineview and then on at Utah Tech, playing for Coach Fatenauer. Oh, and there's strike three. S&S mechanical strikeouts. Levitt didn't like it, slowly walks back, picks his bat up, and Goats will take the K.
Yeah, dude, I mean, this is another one where just at the very little end, you think you have it. You saw him start getting ready to run down to first base, and the ump goes, nope, calls it a strike, and you bring it back. But that's Goats there taking care of business.
First pitch swing and a miss by Franco. I failed to mention Logan's brother, Jagan Levitt.
Ah.
Remember him from his days at the college, Pineview. Caught a lot of his games over the years. That one missing. 1-1 the count now here on Franco. Had a diving catch defensively, robbing Cruz Seacrest of a bloop hit in the bottom of the first inning. 1-1 pitch here from Kyson Goats. Goatsy rocks, fires, breaking ball, trying to get the bottom of the zone, and it breaks away. Maybe a little downstairs. 2-1 the count. Pretty nice night to be outside of the yard. Swinging a drive. This one into center field. Lindsey on his horse coming in, and he got to it. Good play out in center by Sam Lindsey, and quickly 2 down.
Yeah, nice way to track that ball. For a second, you thought maybe he could lose it there in the light, but found it. Just put the little underhand scoop, brings it in. Easy out.
Yeah, made it look really routine, but you're right. I mean, Franco didn't try to do too much with that pitch. Just tried to kind of go with it, opposite field, trying to drive in the alleyway. But didn't get down quick enough, and Lindsey with a nice snag. Here's Goats, 0-1 pitch, one hopping in, and it evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Orton. First AB tonight for Orton. Right-handed hitter against the right-handed pitcher. Goat's taking his time. And that one down low. Orton's just a junior. 386, he's really swinging it nicely this year.
Very narrow stance, too, when he gets up into the...
And there's a shot, that's going to get down. And a nice stab by Swinson to keep it from getting to the wall, as that might have had some spinach on it.
Yeah, mind the narrow stance. He still decides to catch that ball. And beautiful single out there to right field.
Maybe the start of a little rally stop rally here with 2 down. Stop by, fuel up, grab some snacks before or after your next ball game. A rally stop in one of their Southern Utah locations. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins here, our Boulevard game of the week. Number 1 versus number 3 in the RPI rankings. And 1-0 Flyers. Got a sac fly after back-to-back doubles. Got first pitch in for a called strike. The RPI is one thing, but if you look at the 4A Des News rankings, it's actually reversed 1 and 2. Crimson is listed as number 1. Snow Canyon is number 2. Remember, they split head-to-head.
Yeah.
And so that's fair, but the RPI, based on all the games and the strength of their opponents and their schedules, has Snow Canyon ahead of them.
And who knows?
It doesn't really matter if you're 1 or 2. You're going to be on opposite sides of the bracket.
Exactly, and it's going to end up coming down to that final game for 1 and 2, if that is what it is. But
Dixie's got a chance to fight up into the number 2 spot with these 2 games against the leaders and the RPI leaders.
Yeah, they got to get these wins here this week. Like we said in our pregame, this is a huge week as far as the rest of the season's ramifications and rankings will go.
Des News has Crimson 1, Snow Canyon 2, Dixie 3, Ridgeline 4, and Desert Hills 5. The RPI says otherwise. The RPI has Snow Canyon 1, Crimson 2, Dixie 3. That's the common denominator. There's an S&S strikeout. Green Canyon is 4, Ridgeline is 5, and Desert Hills is 6. So a little bit different.
Yeah.
Quite a bit different, actually, but only by a slot. And that'll do it for the inning. And the Flyers can't add another run after that 2-out hit. And we go to the bottom of the second, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Flyers on the Wilkinson scoreboard when we return here on the Fan Sports Network and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com and KSLSports.com.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Back live on a Tuesday night showcase at Snow Canyon High School. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins, Cody, our producer, here on the video stream. Again, streaming on KSL, streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com. If you want to watch this game, we're going into the bottom of the second inning. Rory back in the Finley studios, hanging out with us, producing on the radio side on a beautiful night for some baseball. First pitch there, just missing, ball 1. And Smith ready, check swing, and a called strike, belt high.
Maybe thought that was just a little bit too high for him, but
Smith
Bob likes it.
Smith 372 batting average coming into this game tonight. Smith has 30 RBIs, which is second on this team, only behind Sam Lindsay. Actually, Tank Kelly is third in RBIs. He's not in the lineup tonight. Might be kind of the back-end guy behind Ghost. We could see him pitch tonight.
Could be your closer here.
And then we'll probably see Herman and maybe Lyon on Thursday night in the rematch. There's a little golf shot. It could be trouble. Going back over the shoulder, and a beautiful catch by Orton. Orton right there, flashing the leather, going back 20 yards onto the grass to make that catch.
Yeah, and for a second, I thought we almost were going to see a collision there out there in right field, but just a beautiful way to track it. Orton says, hey, this is mine. Lets him bring it in.
That's Orton making a play defensively. Franco had a diving catch coming in at center. We've seen Sam Lindsay track a ball down in the alleyway. We've seen 3 really good defensive plays, and we're just getting going tonight.
And that was one of our pregame keys to the game, like we said, with a different pitcher in. What are you going to do to help them out? Get those nice infielding plays, makes them look a little less sloppy.
This is Ince, left-handed batter, just a junior. See if he can get the swap party going. Hitting .382. Played 17 of the 22 Warrior games this year. That one gets away from Yates, and Orton will get it back to his pitcher. 1-0 Flyers lead on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Wilkinson's can help you light it up with lights, fans, home decor, so much more. Wilkinson, since 1946, open to the public. Contractors welcome as well at Wilkinson's down there across the street from Fiesta Fun. I think my wife would rather have fun shopping at Wilkinson's than going to Fiesta Fun, to be quite honest with you.
Oh, I love Fiesta Fun. I have mastered that huge claw machine game that
have you?
Ticket. Oh,
I can never do anything with the claw. I stopped trying years ago.
Oh, dude, I'm a master at the claw machine. Let me show you a picture.
The timing? Is it the timing?
You just got to find that right size up to it.
A pop-up off the bat at Ince, infield fly ball, and Vest will come in and make the play. So quickly, 2 down for Tank Kelly. Kelly's not in the lineup defensively tonight, but he is DHing. I should have specified that when I was talking about Tank. He is hitting for Goats tonight, so here is Tank. Tank, 25 RBIs on the year, hitting .290 clip. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
See, Double D, this was here in one day. 4 different things we won out the claw machines. Taking care of business.
You're a legend.
Do what you got to do.
And it hit him. Mistake there, Yates got Tank Kelly. Take a look at that one again, as that one's going to be a free pass. Probably didn't feel very good, and Tank Kelly is aboard with 2 outs. And Hafen
will shot to the ankle there, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully he got that shin guard. Did it get on that black shin guard there at all? I couldn't tell.
It looked like that's kind of right where.
That's why you wear that thing.
Yeah. Seems like he's doing all right there. Just talking over there on first base.
Hafen's only played in 12 games, but he has been productive, fighting his way into the lineup for Coach Seekers, hitting .467, Corbin Hafen. And that one is called strike 1. Hafen, another junior on this team. Good big junior class of talent for Coach Seacrest. Only 3 seniors.
Yeah, we saw here today they were doing their senior celebration. 3 guys out there getting the gift baskets moving on. But for Coach Seacrest, it's a good sight to know that you have a majority of your team coming back for the next season.
Loveland, Herman, and Lindsay are your 3 seniors. Got some guys that chip in as sophomores too. There's a chopper to second. Should be routine 4-3 put out, and it is as Orton flips it over there to Bartholomew. And we've played 2 full innings of baseball here from Snow Canyon High School. Warriors trailing the Flyers 1-0 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We'll be right back.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
4-4 Buck.
Rolling right along, we go to top of the third inning. The visiting Dixie Flyers have the 1-0 lead. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins, Boulevard Home, making your house more like home for over 48 years. Bringing you tonight's game. Scott Vest taking a slow walk. One of the assistant coaches. I'll tell you what, I got to tip my cap to Danny Ibsen, Chandler Nyberg, Javen Levitt, Dave Horlocker. They're just an unbelievable. I'm going to start listing guys and leave guys off this list. And Coach Seacrest, Brandon Lyon, 13, 14 years in the big leagues. And, you got Coach Harrison and Coach Makai Lee's a young up-and guy that's a former alumni of this team. I mean, both these teams have done an unbelievable job putting a lot of good coaches around them. And that's why you're seeing them two of the top teams in the state right now.
Yeah, and you see it too when their teams play. They're almost flawless when it comes to their fielding, and when they get out there, there's not a whole lot of guys that chop it and swing and strike out. It's really, for the most part, really clean baseball.
Yates, who had an Oppo double earlier in this game, is 1 for 1. Ready to go. Quickly count 1-1. And here's Goats, the righty delivery, fouled straight back. Cache Valley Bank, your financial outfitters. Cache Valley Bank foul ball there. Open up a checking account, start a savings plan. Cache Valley Bank will help you get outfitted with all your financial needs. Goats, 44 pitches already. Starting the top of the third inning, now 45. And it's 2-2.
Yep, Coach trying to find a little bit of rhythm here. After that first inning where he had that first 2 singles off him, or doubles.
That one lifted into right center field, off the wall and over the wall. Yates has it fly away. That just kept sailing back, and gone. And it's 2-0 Flyers. Braxton Yates, solo shot. He's 2 for 2 tonight. That one carried out of the yard.
Yeah, and there it is again, Devin. That wind for a second, you thought maybe it was going to drop, but it just kept on flying and right over the wall. Beautiful shot here. Looking back. Yates.
Woo, highlight material there. 2-0 Flyers. Big one there. You can hear the Flyers dugout through my headset. They are fired up over there.
As they should be. That was a beautiful hit right there. And it was just as we were saying, Goats maybe dealing a little bit with the rattled nerves. It's been one of those games where he's seen Dixie have success hitting the ball here.
First home run of the season for Yates. The junior came in hitting 300. He's 2 for 2 tonight. With a run scored, a home run and an RBI to his credit there as he scored himself. I love it, man. And a hot shot to second, gloved by Ince. On a knee throw to Loveland in time. 4-3 put out, but that was a tough play by Ince. And that'll retire Boston Vest.
Yeah, beautiful way to get down there on the ground. Just kind of a little half spin as he slid there to get that.
Cody, can we see that home run one more time? The home run. I want to see the home run. The long ball, baby. There is the shot out of the park. He's running hard, so it kind of was. I don't think he was sure, and then he sees it go Yahtzee, and it's 2-0 Flyers. How about Yates?
Yeah, again, like I said, Devin, the wind, man, you think it might drop, but the way it's going today, the hitters are liking this. It's just catching under.
1-1 pitch, just downstairs. Ridge Erickson. And checks the swing, and that one's in the dirt.
Flyers coming out hot here tonight, Dev.
Yeah. Yates has set one over the fence, and now a walk by Goats. And a good patient at bat there. Maybe Goats a little rattled after giving up the solo shot home run, and now a free pass.
Yeah, that's been 4 hits so far on the night for the Flyers, but already 2 of them doubles, 1 being a home run. They've been going the yard.
Blake Watson, the cleanup hitter. At first pitch swinging, popped him up. Out there into right field. And I think he got down foul ball. We're blocked by the building down right field. And I think they got to it, and that's going to be out number 2. So Watson pops up. I was watching the home plate umpire to see if he would give me anything, and obviously I should have been looking at I should have been looking at does that Hustle be out there in the field for that call, because we're blocked by that. But now 2 down, but already 1 on the board here in the 3rd. Goats, rocks, fires, delivers, strike at the knees. Big start here on the road for the Flyers after losing a couple games last week. They were 6-0 undefeated.
Yeah, and this was the kind of night that they needed here to start off. Like I said, this is a team. Beat Snow Canyon. RPI is going to look a whole lot different.
Yeah, no question. 2-0 lead here, and it's a 1-1 count with 2 down, top 3rd. Goats trying to get out of here without any more damage. There's a swing and a foul tip. You know, nobody in the, I don't see anybody in the bullpen right now.
No, not yet. Then again, not the best angle we got here.
And just checking on things, and now Goats looking for the signs. And where's that pitch at?
Ooh. Thought maybe they were going to give it a strike. Looks like they're going just a little too outside on it.
2-2 the count. 2's across the board. 2-0 lead for Dixie. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. Top, the runner will go on the pitch. And it's full count. That one down and away. Good block by Smith behind the dish.
Good steal by Erickson.
Yeah. And now you got a runner in scoring position again for the Flyers. They know 2-0 lead for the Snow Canyon team is not insurmountable. But, boy, Yates has thrown well so far. Get him with just 1 hit. And he lost another guy. Another walk here. And so runners on first and second with still 2 down.
And I'm seeing Goats here now of 64 pitches here. Top of the 3rd. I wonder if it maybe just feeling a little tired there. Coach wants to bring out somebody in the bullpen, warm them up a little bit.
Want to know the count, that one missing. Goats slowing down with runners on base here, trying to get out of here with no more damage done. Yates 2 for 2 tonight with the solo shot, homer moments ago, swing and a miss.
2 outs here, so Goat still in a good position. Just wants to make sure he doesn't let runners advance.
He wants the 3rd out, what he wants. He wants a S&S mechanical strikeout. Curveball swung on and hit into center. Lindsey going back, got to it in time, turns, squares, and catches it, and that's 3 down. But 1 more run on that bomb as it left the yard off the bat of Braxton Yates. Flyers double up the lead to 2-0. We go to the bottom of the third when we come back on the Wilkinson scoreboard on the Fan Sports Network, KSLSports.com.
Inspired design. Ultra quiet operation. To you, it's a Bride Evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Call to schedule your appointment today at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 656-0511.
Hey, we're back, everybody. CC, what do you see so far? Great start for the Flyers tonight, 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I've seen some nice infielding here, helping out their pitcher, Yates, on the mound tonight for Case and Bell. Last minute being sick. And you know what? I'm seeing Goat look like he might be getting a little rattled as the Dixie Flyers are starting to get some hits falling down now. But we know, Devin, a 2-run lead is nothing when you go against these Warriors.
Mm-hmm. And we know the Warriors can heat up at any moment.
Yeah, I think right now, especially when you look at this line of guys that they got coming up, and it looks like it's right here. And it looks like that's going to be Boston Vest up for, or no, not Boston Vest, excuse me. That was going to be Braden Loveland coming up here. Yep. And then you get to your top of the lineup.
Yep, Loveland, one of the three seniors getting honored before the game tonight. Goats has went 3 innings on the mound, giving up 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He's walked 2, and he's got 2 S&S mechanical strikeouts. Yates has given up just the 1 hit. It didn't even get out of the infield, but it was backhanded, and the throw to first was not in time, so it was ruled an infield single off the bat of Swenson, and that's it. Yates has been stingy. Fastball just missing down low. 3-0 quickly to Loveland.
And Swenson in the hole here, getting ready to go up to bat next. Hopefully we can see Loveland get on first, maybe give Swenson something to work with.
And he lost him.
Yep, that's going to be a walk there. Late call there by the ump. Had to think about it for a second. Here we are now, though, Double D back at the top of the lineup. Swenson, again, 21 RBIs on the season. Your new season leader batting average sitting there at .483. And 3 home runs to go along with it. First pitch there gets fouled off, makes it a 0-1 count.
Trying to find a little spark here, and maybe that walk will be just what the Warriors need to try to put some runs on the board here in the bottom of inning number 3. Braxton Yates rocks, fires 1 hop, gets away from Erickson a couple feet. He'll go throw it down there, and they hose Loveland. No, he's safe. He's safe.
Got his hand on the bag, never let go.
Oh, my goodness.
And he had the best look at it right there, the ump.
I thought that throw was in plenty of time. Take a look at our replay. It goes a couple. Ridge Erickson does an incredible job. Fires it down there, and we missed it. We missed it there.
Coach going out to have a word. I don't think he's too happy with the safe call.
Yeah, we right out of the frame of our camera didn't get that one, so we couldn't tell on the replay. What'd you think?
I mean, it was so bang bang. To me, it looked like he did get there. It looked like by just a fraction of a second. And now we don't have all the angle cameras that we have on, NBC and MLB channel, all that stuff. But from our replay here, we just missed the angle. What I'm seeing off my eyes, it does look like Loveland just beats him to the bag. and they're going to let it stand. So,
yeah, interesting.
So Swenson still up to bat there. Runner now on second. No outs. Count 1-1. Yates lining it up, staring Swenson down on the mound.
So things tightening up a little bit. It looked like that throw was in plenty of time. They must have just swiped and missed the tag. Yates will deliver it, and it's through. And that's going to give the Warriors a play at the plate. No, they're going to hold the runner. That one got through, but a good late stop sign put up by Coach Seacrest himself, who's the third base coach. And probably a good idea because that throw looked like it was coming in humming.
Yeah, it looked like for a second that Seacrest was almost going to let him go, but decided to call him back. And like you said, the better decision, because I think him flying in from right field, for a second you thought I had a chance, but I think he would have been out too if he went for home. But just like that, Dev, now it's 2-1.
Yeah.
Snow Canyon Warriors fighting their way back into this game.
Yep. Good stuff. You expect the unexpected in Region 10 sports. Oh, that pitch missing from Yates. And a wind up in a swing, and Cruz Seacrest fights it back off the backstop of Cache Valley Bank. Foul ball. One and one the count now to Crew. Crew again swinging a good bat all season long, coming in hitting .412, 28 hits, 23 RBIs, throw to first, and back in plenty of time. Runners on the corner here with nobody out. Flyers have the 2-0 lead, but the Warriors trying to change that. Number 2 hitter in the lineup at the plate.
Yeah, this is a good chance now for Cruz Seacrest. If he can get just one RBI, make it a 2-1. I'm sure he's going for more than that, though. But, hey, this is a good chance right now for Snow Canyon to get back into this game.
And there's a play at first. They'll go to second. They'll get one, but the run will score. So they trade an out for a run. They do get the lead runner there. But it's 2-1 now, so a fielder's choice. RBI for Seacrest. Swenson thrown out at second. And just like that, lead is cut in half.
Yeah, we mentioned that the Snow Canyon Warriors, even though Dixie looked like they had a good hold on the game so far, 2-score lead is nothing. These guys can get back into it like nobody's business, and just like that, like you said, cut in half.
Ryder Harrison steps in, left-handed hitter against the left-handed pitcher. They have finally got a run against Yates here in the bottom of the third inning. Ryder, 474, 24 RBI. How about 6 home runs this year for Ryder Harrison, the junior?
Yeah, and right behind Sam Lindsay, one of the guys definitely leading the way hitting-wise. I believe he was hitting there right at, Ryder's sitting at 474 on the season, so right behind Micaiah Swenson, who's sitting at 483.
I mean, he played 22 games. Warriors have hit 31 home runs as a team. Lindsay has a third of them. He's got 10. Tank's got 3. Seacrest has got 3. Swenson's got 3. Smith has 6 as well. Got some pop. The wind was kind of blowing out to right center. It's kind of just settled in. Yeah. Not a lot of breeze right now.
Starting to die down a little bit out here.
2-1 pitch from Yates. A chopper back to Yates. He'll go get the lead runner second. The relay in time. Got him. It's the 1-6-3 double play. And the Flyers give up just 1, and they keep a 2-1 lead as we move to the 4th inning here on the Fan Sports Network. 2-1. Flyers lead the Warriors on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire. The
difference in this game is the Yates home run, brought to you by our friends at the Donut Run, right there next to Desert Hills High School, KB Express. Freshly made donuts daily, great kolaches. They got the jalapeno and ham or the biscuits and gravy kolaches, delicious. Go check it out. Any day's a good day for the Donut Run. But hey, RBI fielder's choice off the bat of Cruz Sechrist, and it's a one-run game right now. Flyers getting their top of the fourth. AB's here.
Goat's coming up on 70 pitches now. This is going to be his 70th here coming up. So this is top of the fourth. Interesting to see how much longer they let him roll. So far, I mean, giving up a couple hits, but they've done a good job cleaning up. Other than the 2 runs in the top of the 1.
Strike 3, S&S Mechanical strikeout there for Kyson Goats to start of the game.
Now hitting for the Flyers, number 1, Max Orton.
Here's Orton up to bat.
And a swing and a drive into center field, and this is going to get down.
Yes, it is.
Good piece of hitting by Orton. He's going to turn and take a look and put the brakes on and run back to first base with a 1-out single.
Yeah, nice relay there, though. I think that was Lindsey with the throw from center field. Honestly, thought for a second maybe he had a chance to make it a double. Good cutoff.
So here is Goes taking a little time, stares at the runner. Now they're using the intercom there on Smith's belt for the pitch. It's a bunt, and it's a good one. The only play for Goats is first, and he gets the out. That was a nice bunt, though.
Good sacrifice run there. Get Orton on a second. Oh, and look who it is, Dev.
Mr. Yates with 2 down.
Our guy already who's gone yard.
2 for 2 tonight with a double and a home run. 1 run scored and an RBI. Big time spot here.
The lefty up to bat. Want to take a second, think about it. Shake some things out.
Goats, long stare in. You can talk to Brandon Line. They did it a little bit last year. And that'll be a pass ball or a wild pitch, and the runner will get down there to second. But they're calling all the pitches now from the dugout. Brandon's calling the game. It's a little bit of a change.
The little intercom system they got going there.
Tonight's game brought to you by Jason Baum, Bay Equity Home Loans. Bay Equity Home Loans, proud sponsor of Region 10 Athletics. Need a loan? Visit baumloans.com. B-A-U-M, baumloans.com. Also got to keep an eye out for some Red Bed Regeneration energy plays tonight. Red Bed Regeneration, you can get lit with the red light therapy, initially developed by NASA. For more information, go to redbedregen.com. 2-1, Flyers lead, 2-1 count, 2 balls and a strike. The pitch, and it's a chopper back fouled off the bat of Braxton Yates. Again, we'll be naming a Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game tonight. Yates has been hot in the Buckbrand beef batter's box. That's a slow roller and finally going to get touched, but it's going to be foul. Homegrown Southern Utah beef. Want a whole side of beef, half side of beef, split one with your neighbors, your buddies from work, or another family in the neighborhood. 435-644-2825. Give them a call. Grass-fed Utah beef, Kanab, Utah. 2-2 pitch from Goats. Swing and a miss. S&S mechanical strikeout, and Goats is fired up. And they strand that runner over there at third. So we go to the middle of the fourth. Flyers on the road cling to a 2-1 lead on the Wilkinson scoreboard on the Fan Sports Network and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC.
Equal and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Hi, this is Luke with Udine Associates, your local insurance agency. We at Udine Associates have the backing of American Insurance and works in Southern Utah. We are your neighbors. We want to give us a call today for a free insurance review to make sure you are properly protected. Call Udine Associates.
Back live here, Snow Canyon High School. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins. Our privilege and honor to bring you tonight's game, and it is a good one so far. 2-1 Flyers lead. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, and it'll be Sam Lindsay to lead things off here. And a swing and a drive, and this one's going to go back to the wall. Franco gets to it near the warning track, and it's a deep out.
Yep, good job there by Franco, tracking the ball down. Lindsay goes for it on the first pitch. Sometimes you wait for it, sometimes you don't. Good connection, just not quite enough there on the drive.
Yep, just didn't quite square that one up. So a fly out for Sam Lindsay, one away. And Smith will step in 0 for 1 tonight. Yates has been efficient, only 48 pitches so far. And off the end of the bat, foul. Cache Valley Bank foul ball. Eventually, when we get to our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show, we're going to hand out a ton of awards. And there's a drive, and this one hit down the left field line. Stay fair. It's fair. Home run number 7. We're tied 2-2 off the bat of Smith. Wow.
Just like that, Double D, we got ourselves a tie game, man. That thing was going. Let's see if we can get a replay there. What a beautiful, beautiful shot.
Yeah, you knew from the crack of the bat that that one was going to fly away if it stayed fair. And here's the replay. The pitch, and that one into the night. Smith goes yard. What a play. What a hit. We're tied up. Well, can we see that? Let's look at the contact of this. Can we see that one more time? Thank you, Cody. I mean, oh, goodness gracious. We'll get it. We'll get it. Here we go, the crack of the bat. Smith has tied this game up 2-2. It was hooking just a little bit, CC, but it stays fair.
It was, and you know, you look at it, for a second, Watson was playing real deep in. He was playing towards that left center field, so much open space. Even if it dropped, you thought he had a chance to go to a double, but it just kept on flying, and out the field it goes. Oh, I'm excited. Here we go, baby. 2-2 game.
How about that? Smith, his 7th of the season, tying this game here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So the Snow Canyon catcher, that was a no-doubter.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for a second, I was like, oh, maybe. But, dude, I never saw it drop. It just kept catching that air.
Bottom fourth inning, that one foul tipped off the bat of Ince.
Yeah, Ince went for some power on that one. You could see it kind of took him off the plate. And the Warriors are feeling it now, Double D.
Yeah, I mean, now a walk drawn there. And things tightening up a little bit here, CC.
Yeah, just like that, we got a 2-2 game, tie game at the bottom of the fourth, and the Warriors weren't going to go down without a fight, buddy. We know that, and just like that, this is, oh man, this is what you would expect when you get these two teams going back and forth.
Both these teams fighting. It was 1-0 early Flyers. Then it was 2-0, but a run in the third, another run off the bat of Smith in the fourth, and all of a sudden, bottom of the fourth inning, we are tied up. And Yates rocks, fires. Ooh, that has some velo on it. Tank Kelly will fight it off foul.
Good pitch there. Staying alive. Makes that 1-1 count.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't settled anything. Everybody can kind of start fresh here. And our Boulevard home game of the week.
Yeah, just like that. It's practically back to 0-0. It's a fresh game, tie game. Now let's see who's got the moxie in them to close this one out.
2-1 pitch coming from Braxton Yates. The lefty delivers a fastball and a beautiful one right down Broadway. And Kelly takes 2-2. 1 on, 1 out, 1 already in. Tie ball game. Warriors Flyers wouldn't expect anything less. Two great teams duking it out. Pop up, shallow center, off the bat of Kelly. Coming in hard. Franco's going to get to it. And 2 away.
Yeah, a little pop fly there. Franco tracking it down, taking care of business. Easy out. No tag up, save it. Very routine play. And again, this is really what's been, I would say, the bonus and I guess the biggest advantage for Dixie tonight is how well they've been fielding the ball out there. No errors, just cleanly taking care of things. Makes Yates look a lot better on the mound as well. Yates sitting there at only 62 pitches so far on the night, so.
Hayfin checks his swing, strike at the knees. Two down here. Good one, Bruin. Expect the unexpected when these two teams lock horns. That pitch just missing. Good. Could have missed by much. Hayfin 0 for 1 tonight, but mentioned his numbers coming in. He's only started 12 games, but he's hitting .464.
Yeah.
1 of 5 hitters for Snow Canyon, well north of 400 on the season. Step off, throw to first, and Ince is back in plenty of time. Yates is 3 2/3 work, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He's walked 2. He's only struck out 1 though. He hasn't been able to strike out a lot of Warriors.
And that's what I was trying to give the credit there to the fielding, you know, because you look at it, he's only had 65 pitches now and 1 strikeout. But again, still a tie game.
They trust the defense behind him, keeping the ball down in the zone, except for that mistake to Smith. That one outside. And word count is 3-1. Corbin Hayfin at the plate. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. 1 on, 2 outs. Tied 2-2 game, swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Good pitch there, make it a full count. Yates staring down ends to see him creeping a little bit. Just want to make sure there's no possibility off a wild pitch he thinks of running.
Wind up and the delivery, and that one missing. And Corbin Hathan is aboard. 2 on with 2 down for Loveland, number 9 hitter in Coach Reed Sechrist's lineup tonight. Braden Loveland, first baseman.
Loveland first to get on the board here tonight for the Warriors.
Yeah, he walked and scored, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Started off that little run for him.
Back to the top of the order if they can get to it after Loveland. Swinson getting some cuts in on the on-deck circle. That one down low. Looked like maybe a slider. Took a little something off that. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Yates. And a swing and a drive, and that one's going to get down. And the Warriors are going to get an RBI double. 1 run will score. They're going to wave the runner. 2 runs will score. And it's 4-2 on a 2 RBI double by Loveland on senior night.
Beautiful shot there by Loveland. Just like we talked about already, Double D. He got the rally started last. Now here he goes again. Double RBI. Beautiful shot.
Here's take a look at the replay. Man, that was just a good piece of hit and going the other way with it. 4-2 Warriors. Here come the bats, CC, for SC.
Yeah, this is what we talked about now for the Flyers. You know, you don't ever want to get too comfortable. The Warriors, they found a little bit of momentum, a little bit of mojo. These bats are swinging now, buddy.
And back to the top of the order. Here is Swinson. And a called strike at the knees. Nobody down in the bullpen for Dixie, though. Yates. Gonna have to try to settle the nerves, get out of this inning without any further damage if he can. You look up, though, and no outs and a runner on second and a shot to third, and that'll do it. They do get out of the inning. Big play there. Why'd the scoreboard say no outs? That's out number 3. Threw me off. But we got a big, big inning for the Warriors, and they have taken the lead 4-2. And all of a sudden, the home team, the number 1 team in the RPI rankings, doubling up the Flyers on the Wilkinson scoreboard, 4-2, but not done yet. We'll see if the Flyers can rattle the bats when we come back on the Fan Sports Network.
Think Bucks. Need anything for your home or lawn or garden?
Inspired design. Ultra quiet operation. To you, it's a bright evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Hey, we're back, everybody, and it's 4-2 Snow Canyon. How about on senior night, Mr. Loveland with the 2 RBI double to give the Warriors their first lead of the game. And we go to the top of the 5th, and we've got Tank Kelly coming to pitch. It's a Nets on Fire pitching change. Nets on Fire. See the summer schedule of tournaments and training package available, netsonfire.org. Tank Kelly is into the game, so the night is done for Goats, but he's in line to get the win, CC. And there's a shot to right, coming and diving, and Swinson made the catch.
Beautiful play out there in right field by Swenson, diving down, catching that one right under his chest plate, it looked like. Beautiful way to tuck that thing in and get the catch.
I mean, that was inches off the top blade of grass.
One of those little slide in, put the chicken wing it out. That was a nice play. Let's see, check the replay here. Well, look at that.
Diving.
Beautiful.
And it was kind of off to the side. It wasn't a full straight extension. He had to go to the side and keep it off the grass. What a play. Mikhail Swinson, I see you, kiddo.
Yeah, we've seen a couple nice dives out there. We also saw Franco, like you mentioned, do the one really leap out in front of him, go and get it. So these guys are nothing short of making plays here.
4-2, Warriors lead, one down here. As Swinson robs him of a hit. Every at-bat meaningful in the Buck Brand Beef batter box for the Flyers now.
And you wonder if Goats maybe had gotten a little tired there. Saw that. Dixie had not necessarily got things rolling too much, but still he was already upwards towards that 75 pitches at the top of the fourth. So like you mentioned, new guy in, Tank Kelly on the mound for the Warriors.
Well, and Boston Vest, go back to that last play Swinson made. He had a double. He got robbed at second, and then he got a diving catch there. He could very easily be 3 for 3 tonight, but he's 1 for 3.
Yeah.
He's hit the hard. It's hitting the ball hard. And they fight back and get Erickson. He thought he walked, and Tank Kelly comes in, gets his first S&S mechanical strikeout of the night. Hey, starting to get hot, starting to warm up. S&S mechanical can save you money later by getting your AC tune-ups right now. SNSairconditioning.com. AC tune-ups. Still 20% off through the end of the month. Of course, you need a new system. They got some rebates, some savings. Check out all their offers on the website as well. Carrier dealer. Turn to the experts at S&S Mechanical. 4-2 Warriors. Tank Kelly coming in for Goats. 2-0 pitch coming here to Blake Watson. Slow roller to first. He'll underhand over to the covering TK, and that is it for the inning. No runs, no hits, and a beautiful catch by Mikhail Swinson. And Warriors lead. We go to the bottom of the fifth when we come back on the Fan Sports Network on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Warriors by 2. Stay with us, everybody.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Live on the Fan Sports Network, our Boulevard home game of the week, and it's been a good one so far, and all of a sudden Snow Canyon has a 4-2 lead. Kelly came in, did a really good job in the top of the inning there. And now we go to the bottom of inning number 5. Goats was the starter. You look at the Adams Wealth Advisors stat line on Kyson Goats tonight, a little pitcher's comparison for you. Goats goes 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, walked 2, struck out 4. Kelly, of course, comes in, works a perfect inning there with a strikeout. Yates still out there slinging it. 4 innings, 4 hits, all 4 runs earned, walked 3, and struck out 1. 71 pitches heading into the bottom half of inning number 5 so far for Yates.
Yeah, and he's looking good here. Starts it off with a strike.
Fastball down Broadway. Check in on that Desert Hills game. They're playing the Pineview Panthers right now, 4-3. The score over at Desert Hills. Pineview on the road has a 1-run lead. We'll be doing the rematch on Friday night over at Pineview. And that one down the line, and it's going to twist foul. It's a Cache Valley Bank foul ball. And right now, we got a long, slow walk back to grab the bat for Cruz Sechrist.
Catching his breath probably. Took off for a second, thought maybe that was going to bounce right along the line there inside. Just fouls out. Sets him up with a 1-2 count.
Yates rocks, fires, lefty delivers just a little bit upstairs in the K zone.
Packed crowd here tonight, Double D.
Yeah, the berms are all full, the stands are full. You love it. One hopper, and now the count goes full. Play-by-play tonight brought to you by Mountain Land Supply. Features Bryant, Southern Utah's premier heating cooling systems for your home for commercial property. Oh, and a shot up the middle, and that'll get through. It's a leadoff single for Cruz Sechrist on a full count.
You know, I think Yates thought about catching that one for a half second, and then the other half second he said, holy smokes, this might take my head off, and he just hit the deck. That ball came flying, line drive right off the bat there by Sechrist. Yates hits the deck, gets the single there, so.
How about that? Maybe our Ben Blasters blasted the game right back up the middle, hit that so hard. And Ben Blasters has the clean can plan. Say goodbye to your dirty and smelly garbage cans forever with their convenient subscription service. It's just $19.99 a month. To order it, go to benblasters.com. I had Ben Blasters come out to the house today, in fact, and clean up my cans. I haven't seen them yet, but I'll give you a report next game when I get home tonight.
Yeah, I got to go make sure everything's all tidy. The worst is when you get to one of your cans and you got one of those rowdy neighbors leaving all their stuff in it.
And a swing and a miss from Ryder Harrison. One count here on Ryder. Hearing a lot of chatter out of the Warriors dugout now as they got a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
And you can just feel the momentum in the air has shifted now to the side of the Warriors. And Dixie, which started off so hot, seems like they lost a little bit of that air under their wings, and the Warriors have taken it, and they've got some momentum now. No outs, runner on first.
Still a game, though. Dixie is not out of this game by any means. Yates fires, and again, and he got him. He froze Ryder Harrison, and there's a K hanging on the board, another S&S mechanical strikeout.
Yeah, Ryder almost didn't believe it for a second there, but beautiful pitch, right down the middle, it looks like, and goes ahead, calls it. Ryder thinks about it, walks it off.
And you know, watch the velo on this as we look at the replay. I mean, Yates, here he is in the 5th. I mean, he's still got some top-end heat on that. And that's framed up. That's a good call.
Yeah.
I mean, we're off to the side on the replay, but it looked like the catcher never moved his mitt.
No, he stayed still, and I would say that was a strike if I could tell.
Brush back there. Lindsey gets out of the way. Number 4 hitter in the Warriors lineup, looking for maybe home run number 11. The wind is blowing back out again. Look at the American flag and the Utah flag out there, and center field just right of the Warrior baseball scoreboard.
Blowing the right way for the hitters.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit anything to the right half and you lift it high, it's going to have a little bit of push. And a big cut from Slam and Sammy, but he comes up empty.
Yeah, I'm sure that Sam's probably thinking to himself right now, hey, it's been a couple weeks since I've got one of those big boys on the board. Now would be a good time to get one and cement this lead.
Smith would be next to hit. He just hit a home run his last at bat to tie the game 2-2. In that 3-run 4th inning for the Warriors. 1 on, 1 out, though, for Sam Lindsey, the senior. 419 hitter. Again, leads the entire state by 1 home run with 10. And that one just missing for ball 2. Pretty good pitch there from Yates. That didn't miss by much. Yates, the lefty. Kaler's little brother. Great shortstop for the Flyers. Went to the U and then transferred to UVU where he's playing now. And that one missing from Yates. Lindsey, you know, I think can play at the next level. I think the offers hopefully will start coming in the season he's having. And, Yates lost him. Lindsey down in the count, works back and draws the walk.
Yeah, and just like that, now you have somebody on first, somebody on second, only one out. Got to be careful here if you're the Flyers. Don't want to let this game get out of hand. I think maybe coach considers warming somebody up down in the bullpen, but still nothing yet.
Earlier today up in Cedar City, this was a matinee game between the Tigers and the Reds, and Cedar won 8-7 in 9 innings.
That's a nice scoring game there, high scoring game. Got ourselves a potential for a little shootout here, 2-4 so far. Bottom of the 5th.
It's still 4-3. Pineview leading Desert Hills. That's in the top of the 5th inning.
Okay.
And here it's 4-2. So some pretty good games tonight across the Region 10 scoreboard. Our scoreboard updates brought to you by Nets on Fire.
And then here's Smith up to bat. Last time up with the homer. See if he's got another one in him on the night.
Smith 1 for 2 with a run scored and that solo shot home run that you just mentioned. Yates remembers. Rocks, fires, and it's fouled up and out of play. Strike one. So the current scores, a 1-run and a 2-run game and an extra inning came earlier tonight. Love seeing all the games tight. 8-7. How about Cedar finally getting a region win there? They've been tough to come by this year for the Reds. Yates low. They're going to throw behind the runner, and he got back in time. Throw was just a little offline from Ridge Erickson, but boy, he had some heat on it.
Well, I don't know, Devin. From this angle, it looked like that almost was out, but ump right there probably has a better angle on it than we do. Looked like the throw just beat the get back there by Sechrist.
Now everybody kind of resets. Smith just slight wiggle of the bat. Rocks, fires, and he hits it to left field, and this one's not going to leave the park, and it's going to be out number 2. Sounded pretty good off the bat, but he didn't get all of it.
Yeah, just needed a little bit more on that one. Good way out there by Watson, just kind of sitting on it, making sure he didn't overcommit. Ball came right to him.
And here is Ince. Look at the Adams Wealth Advisors stats tonight. Swenson a multi-hit game for the Warriors, and Yates a multi-hit game, as well as Orton for the Flyers. Ince is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. 2 on, 2 outs. Warriors leading by 2, bottom of inning number 5. Yates, this is his 90th pitch coming right here. And that one missing.
Little low out.
Of course, you could throw a 115 and then finish the batter before you have to come out of the game. I don't know if Yates, he'd have to be really efficient to go the distance because we're only in the 5th.
Yeah, I would think that
one's popped up out of play.
Yeah, I would think soon here coach is going to get somebody warmed up.
I think he wants to at least get him through this inning. Let him finish off this 5th frame. You know,
yeah.
We kind of came to the yard tonight thinking it would be Kaysen Bell, who's been the ace, the early week #1 starter for the Flyers, but he was sick Sunday. Was in bed all day yesterday. Is here tonight supporting his teammates, feeling better, but still drained, low on energy. So he would hopefully be feeling good enough to start Thursday's rematch over at Dixie High School.
Yeah, and that would give the Yates a chance to kind of rest the arm, because I'm looking at it now. He's hitting here at 94 pitches coming up on that 94th pitch. So definitely you can tell they're putting a little bit of wear on it, but 1 out away, I'm sure they will let him finish this inning out.
Wind up and the pitch, and it's in the dirt. Well, not really dirt, because they got the turf down the lines at first and third. And
yeah, I was going to ask you about
play.
that.
A lot of people are doing that now. Less field maintenance. Turf holds up pretty good. Get pretty good rolls, bounces. A lot of teams starting to do that. A lot of teams wanting to add that too in the desert. Here's the payoff 3-2 pitch, breaking ball, and it just stayed at the top of the K-zone, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Tank Kelly.
Yeah, I think Coach is going to come on out and have a chat now with you just to make sure that, you know, like we said, are you feeling good? He's
going to take him out.
There it is.
Yeah, I mean, so it's a 2-run game. You need an out here. You can't
risk it.
Yeah, and you can't give up 2 walks in the inning. You can tell he's starting to get a little bit tired, and so they're going to go to the bullpen. We'll take the break. We'll be right back. We'll tell you about the new pitcher for the Flyers after this timeout. Warriors lead 4-2.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City. Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
All right, welcome back here. New pitcher on the mound is going to be Andreas for the Flyers. Kelly up to bat. Bases loaded here.
And the Flyers can't afford to give up any more runs. Down by 2. Take a look at the numbers on the new pitcher for the Flyers. Sophomore, 13 appearances. You know, seen a little bit of time in the lineup, but hasn't really hit much, so they're needing him in the pitching department. He's actually 2-0. 0 ERA, and in 2 appearances, he's done his job for the underclassmen.
Yeah, this is going to be a good chance for him here. You know, we mentioned generally it might be Yates who comes in and closes things out if Case and Bell can't finish here. But here we are, Case and Bell not playing. Yates gets the start, so Andreas is going to be your closer tonight. Good opportunity to make this a 3-0.
And this is a big spot for the sophomore, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not the best position to be put into.
Got some velo, though. Strong right-handed live arm. That one missing, falls behind in the count now. 2-1 to TK. Nowhere to put Kelly. Base is full of Warriors. Breaking ball froze Kelly, and it drops right in for a called strike. Good pitch there.
Yeah, and this is him just kind of catching his mojo again. We talked about this is a really hard situation to be put into, but makes the best out of it. 2-2 count.
You know, it saw some work earlier in the season. He's got 7 innings under his belt. Full count as that one misses. Get up 4 hits, walked 5, struck out 13. But, you know, once region play rolled around, you're right. They've been kind of using Yates on the back end. And a swing and a miss, and a big S&S strikeout for the sophomore, Andreas, with a breaking ball. He had 2 great breaking balls in that sequence, and the Warriors cannot capitalize, and they leave them loaded up.
Perfect. Beautiful situation there. Comes in and just ask him, hey, I know we're putting you in a situation with bases loaded. Can you get us out of it? And that's exactly what he does. Get the strike. Close the inning.
Jake Andreas coming up clutch, 4-2. When we come back, rolling to the top.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Stop in and see what's new at Wilkinson's House of Lighting, a proud sponsor of Region 10 Athletics.
Back live here at Snow Canyon High School, Devin Dixie, Connor Collins Boulevard, home game of the week, and big moment there. Dixie could have really had things get away, but Jake Andreas comes in and gets a K, and the Warriors had him loaded up, and now Dixie needs to try to find a way to manufacture some runs or get a big home run here. Down by 2. Warriors 6 defensive outs from going to 10-1 in region. And they came in tied tonight with Crimson. Swing and a miss to Bartholomew. Right-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher. Kyson Goetz started this game still in line to get the win after those 3 runs in the 4th inning. Kelly's come on the back end and done a nice job. Kelly and Andreas, both skippers making some moves.
Good pitch there.
Yeah, Kelly's yet to give up a hit. Two-run game. Here's the 1-2 pitch from TK. Swing and a miss and got him. S&S Mechanical. That is strikeout number 2 for Kelly on the night.
Kelly coming in, looking good here now for the Warriors. Knocked that down. 2 good pitches back-to-back. Got him swinging.
You love when your relievers come in and do their job, right?
Whenever they can come into a game, close it out for you. And that's exactly what you're getting here. Kelly taking care of business. And Line could be one of our Jersey Mike's sub of the game.
Yeah, no question. One of those guys. We'll see how it plays out. There's a strike. 1-1 the count now.
Logan Levitt there in the batter's box. The 1-1 count. Make that a 1-2 count.
And Kelly ready. High, slow leg kick. Ooh, and a fastball and a swing and a miss. Levitt goes down on strikes. It's another S&S Mechanical strikeout for TK.
Yep, and here he comes, starting to rack him up now. Double D, 3 on the night. Think he can get the perfect 4 here to retire the side?
We'll see. We'll see. And a chopper up the middle, and it can't get to it. And it's a 2-out hit for Franco.
A nice shot there by Franco. Going for the contact, bouncing it off the ground, right up the middle, nobody there, so good connection. Gets him there on first.
Orton steps in. He's having a good night. Multi-hit game tonight for Orton. See if he can keep it rolling. The Flyers need him to. Down 4-2 here with 2 outs. They need a rally stop, 2-out rally here in the top of the 6th inning. First of a home and home this week. The rematch will be on Thursday. Make a note of that. It'll be Thursday night, Don Lay Flyer Field, instead of Friday. And a swing and a drive, and Orton rips it down the line. Extra base hit here, all the way to the wall. They're going to send the runner around third, and they're going to hold Orton at second. It's going to be an RBI double, and Dixie has cut the lead to 4-3.
Beautiful shot there by Orton. We talked about it, already had a couple on the night. Sends that baby out to the left field, and look at that, just like that. The Flyers only down by 1 and a runner on second. This is a good place to be in, even though there is still only 2 outs.
And there's a shot of the replay there. That is just a solid, level, quick swing from Orton, who's having himself a night, CC.
Yeah, we have a couple guys here tonight who have found a way to get the bats rolling. And Oren, I think he's feeling it because this was a beautiful hit out there to left center. Or left field, excuse me.
Just like that, one-run game again. Flyers mounting a comeback here late in this one. Remember, they had the 2-0 lead in this game on the road early. 1 run in the first, 1 run in the third, and now a run in the 6th. Warriors got 1 in the 3rd and 3 in the 4th. 3 runs, 7 hits for the Flyers, 4 runs, 4 hits for the Warriors in this one tonight. Our stats brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors, adamswealthadvisors.com. Kelly missing, 2-0.
Got the 2-0 count, 2 outs. Man on second. Orton ready to go after hitting the RBI.
That one fouled straight back. That's a Cache Valley Bank foul ball, 2-1 the count.
Good inning so far for the Flyers. If they can get one more here, see if they can tie it up.
And a chopper, that's going to be the second, and it's going to be a 4-3 put out, and that'll be it. But the Flyers do cut the lead down to 1 on Orton's 3rd hit of the night, and we go to the bottom of inning number 6 here on the Fan Sports Network on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Snow Canyon Warriors 4, Dixie Flyers 3. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Good to be out of the yard with you here on the Fan Sports Network. How about Orton? RBI double, cutting the lead to 4-3. Now the Warriors will take their 6th inning ABs here. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins. Appreciate our great sponsors bringing you the game tonight. And Jake Andreas back out to work the 6th. How about coming in with 2 outs and getting a bases-loaded strikeout for the sophomore? Then the Flyers add a run. And 0-1 pitch just missing, 1-1 quickly here to Hafen. And that one missing as well. 2-1. Exciting game, a lot of action tonight, CC.
Yeah, this has definitely been one of those games where the bats got swinging, and you know, unfortunately, you and I shouldn't say unfortunately, but
and there's a shot, and that one's high into the air, and it is out of here. Corbin Hafen goes bye-bye.
Just like that, as we were talking about it, you know, with no lack of the pitching and no lack of the hits here tonight, another home run. Beautiful shot out to center field, just off the scoreboard, Double D. Give him a home run.
Corbin Hafen.
Line that baby up, let it rip. It was out of there.
Take a look here moments ago, Dixie cuts the lead to 1. That was the run that cut it 4-3, and then moments later, this just happened. Action really picking up on that shot. Here's actually that left-handed smooth swing. Hathan gets it high and hits it deep, and fly away baseball out over the scoreboard. Woo!
Beautiful shot there. And just like that, it's going to make it a 5-3 game now. Warriors, as soon as the Flyers thought they were cutting down that lead a little bit, Warriors taking care of business, getting some insurance runs.
Wow, I'm loving it. Tuesday night showdown here between the Warriors and the Flyers. Swinging a miss from Loveland, and that's an S&S Mechanical strikeout. So Andreas has got strikeout, home run, strikeout. A little feast or famine for the young sophomore. Just made that one mistake, and Hathan made him pay. And a swing and a shot, but right to Boston Vest, who snares it head high. That was a missile off the bat of Swinson for a line out to shortstop. That was hit hard. I wonder what the exit velo on that was.
For a second, I thought almost was going to get out of there, but good way to track it down there by Vest. Sechrist up. See what he can do here.
Yep, that one in for strike one. Sechrist tonight got those white pants pretty dirty, doesn't he, CC?
Yeah, and that's what you like to see, somebody getting down and getting to work.
And that one catches the top of the zone. Pineview now leading Desert Hills crosstown. Nets on Fire score update. Check out netsonfire.org. Pineview 6, Desert Hills 3. Here it's 5-3. Cedar already won earlier tonight, 8-7 in extra innings over Hurricane. Crimson's on the bye this week, not playing region games. Dixie plays Desert Hills next week. That'll be our marquee matchup. And there's a shot, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. And Sechrist has a 2-out stand-up double.
Oh, yeah, Warriors feeling it here.
Second hit of the night for Cruz Sechrist. 2 for 4 tonight with an RBI. He's doing his job.
And Andre is starting to feel a little bit now of the pressure, saying, oh no, came in, had to close it out, giving up a home run and a double. See how he can bounce back here, maybe close this inning out. 2 outs already.
And a swing and a miss from Ryder Harrison. From Jake Andreas, reliever, into the game. Welcome you in if you're listening on the Fan, or if you're watching on the fansportsnetwork.com or KSLSports.com, streaming statewide for you tonight. Hear this #1 in the RPI, Snow Canyon #3 in the RPI Dixie game tonight. Great crowd here. I don't know, CC, what do you think? 600 fans maybe? Good crowd for some high school baseball on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, middle of the week, and you got a packed field, all the stands loaded up, people out there on the grass. Beautiful stadium, too. I mean, this field is put together amazing. I love the way the lights come off, and just like that, close out the inning.
Swing and a miss. Jake Andreas gets another K. He does give up the solo shot home run to Corbett Hathan, and that'll do it for the 6th. We go to the 7th. On the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, 5-3 Warriors have the lead on the Fan Sports Network. Stay with us.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Stop. Swing on in today.
Crunch time, 7th inning here in our Boulevard home game of the week. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins with you. Thanks to all our great sponsors, Jason Baum, Bakewood Home Loans, Luke Udy, American Family Insurance, your local American Family Insurance agency. Stop by, get a quote, see how much Luke can save you, your auto, your home, your life insurance. Coming up, we'll get you the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. But we're not done yet. Shot right out of the gate, off the bat of Yates, and he's going to leg it out, and he is safe. It's an infield hit for Braxton Yates, and the Flyers have the leadoff man aboard.
Impressive there with the wheels. I mean, he really strided that thing out and was able to get there. I mean, for a second, you thought the ball was going to get there in time, just a little too out in front of the first baseman. Has to go and get it. Gives him a chance to score or get on the first.
Yeah, big leadoff hit. And now that one down low to Vest. This is your 1, 2, 3 hitters leading off the 7th. So this is a good scenario for Coach Ibsen and the Flyers to try to mount the comeback. You got the guys you want at the top of the order doing the work here. And a chopper up the middle. Seeker's trying to get 2, and he'll get the lead runner, Yates, for out number 1.
Yeah, good play there. Thought maybe you were going to get a second or a chance to go for 2, but not able to get that one in time.
1 away here in the 7th. Been a great game tonight.
Coach Seeker is taking a second, talking to the ump, trying to get a clarification on something.
What's he asking for here?
I'm not sure. It looked like they... Oh, it looks like Coach might be upset saying that he was covering the bag.
So Ridge Erickson will step in. And everybody will kind of reset momentarily. Talon Kelly in relief here. And there's a strike at the knees to Ridge Erickson. (5-3) game. 5 runs on 7 hits for the Warriors, 3 runs on 8 hits. Not an error yet in this game. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Ridge Erickson.
Clean baseball here tonight. Just some good old-fashioned swinging of the bats, Double D.
Here is the 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing and got him. 2 outs now. An S&S mechanical strikeout for Talon Kelly. And 1 out away from the victory. Kelly's worked 2 2/3. And that is his 4th K. Goats had 4, so 8 Ks combined tonight by the 2 pitchers for the Warriors.
Chance here for TK to put it away.
Tying run is at the plate, though. And this is Blake Watson. Blake 0 for 3 tonight. But he's hitting .450 this season. And he's Got one dinger, but this is a slow rower. Second baseman coming over. Glove flip. Got it. Warriors win. Ince glove flipped it. Didn't even go to the transfer. Gets it over to first to Loveland, and the Warriors win it by a final score of 5-3 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. And a huge win, the first of 2 games this week head-to-head. Watson just didn't get enough of that one. But Ince, Watson was hustling, but Ince with a sneaky good play.
That was a good play there, and you know, it looked like you might not get that flip there in time, but just beat it out. Good win there for the Snow Canyon Warriors. Dixie was trying to get a little bit of the underdog win here, but hey, Snow Canyon showing that they are looking eager to take that region title.
They improved to 10-1. Flyers dropped to 6-3. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll come back. We'll clean it all up in the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show right after this. 5-3. Warriors win it at home. Rematch will be Thursday night. We'll talk about that. We'll give you all the stats. We'll hand out our awards when we come back here on the Fan Sports Network.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Welcome back. It's the final, baby.
Inspired design.
He's had a couple balls leave the yard. For our audience watching the live stream, we're going to roll some replays. In the meantime, we're going to get into our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game report. Dr. Cody and his staff make your kids feel right at home with all your kids' dental needs. See why so many parents choose Johnson Pediatric Dentistry for all their kids' dental needs. As always, you can call for the new patient special. I think it's just $79. You can't beat that. The cleaning, the exam, and the x-rays. Call and schedule. Summer's coming. Kids will be out of school. Get them on the docket around your family, hopefully, summer vacation plans. 656-0511. Flyers got things going early in this one. They took a 2-0 lead, but at the end of the day, just too much offense. Snow Canyon getting a home run from Smith, getting a home run from Corbin Hafen tonight, getting a Loveland 2 RBI double. That double kind of broke things open a little bit and kind of spoiled what would have been a great road win for the Flyers tonight. And for the Flyers, they've now lost 3 in a row. But, I mean, you're losing 2 to Crimson. You're losing this one here on the road at Snow Canyon. But after that 6-0 start in region play, Dixie has now got to try to bounce back on Thursday night.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those positions where you really got to find yourself. How do you pick yourself up? How do you get back to it? I mean, honestly, still a really good team and was really in a spot to win this game. Just kind of let it slip away. I mean, you finish the night. Dixie actually finished with more hits, Dev. They had 8 hits compared to Snow Canyon, who finished with 6. The difference is Snow Canyon just made them count more.
Kyson Goetz gets the win on the mound tonight. And, Jake Andreas, came in on the back end. Obviously made that one mistake to Hafen, but not a bad little outing there on the back end. I think Coach Ibsen is starting to learn how to trust the young sophomore. He's got a bright future. But Tank Kelly comes in. He does give up 4 hits, gives up a run, but a bunch of strikeouts for TK in this one tonight. But, man, we'll start sorting through the awards as we go through the final box score here for you. Looking at our Adams Wealth Advisors statistics, multi-hit game for Swenson, 2 for 4. Seekers, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Loveland, 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Smith goes 1 for 3 with that solo shot home run in the Warriors' victory. In the loss, Dixie, what a night for Orton tonight. Orton goes 3 for 3 with an RBI. He did what he could. And Yates goes 3 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored, trying to help himself out on the mound as he got the start tonight. And Dixie, most likely, assuming Kaysen Bell feels good, should be ready to start on Thursday night in the rematch, where the Flyers will try to get back on track on their home field.
Yeah, I got to be impressed with Yates. You know, not only does he get the kind of surprise start at pitcher, but then he goes out there and does it on the back end.
3 for 4.
Yeah, he goes 3 for 4, hits the home run, has the RBI. So, hey, heck of a game to Yates. Just, again, how deep this roster is for Snow Canyon. It really makes it hard.
You just see, for anybody watching the live stream, Boston Vets get robbed by Mikhail Swinson. That is our Morgan Pest Control defensive play of the game. And then there is the solo shot home run by Smith. And that's, you could make a good argument for, is our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, again, that's kind of the cherry on top. You had a second where Dixie looked like, oh, maybe they can bring this back in. Snow Canyon thought, oh, reel off a little bit. But no, he goes out there, takes care of business. A beautiful shot out to left field, goes over the fence. It's out of here.
It's either that home run or it's Corbin Hafen. After the Flyers get one in the 6th, and it's all of a sudden 4-3, Corbin Hafen goes yard. You could argue that's the Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game. So take your pick tonight. AWP, it's easier than you think to buy direct and save right from the distributors. GE, Samsung, beautiful showroom, open to the public. Contractors, of course. Builders are their business, but love seeing homeowners come in, upgrade their appliances. They'll give you some great advice, show you the entire selection, all the things to choose from, like the Profile Cafe series, fridges, dishwashers, washers, dryers, you name it, they got it at AWP.
Yeah, and then just moving on to our next one there, our Jersey Mike sub of the game. I'm going to have to go ahead and give it to our guy, TK.
Yeah.
Coming in, finishing it out, 4 strikeouts. Impressive. Andreas came in, had 3 himself, but TK taking care of business, gets his team out of there with a win.
Yep, I agree. Jersey Mike's a sub above the rest. As for your player of the game, if you name one for Dixie, hard not go with Yates because he pitched and goes 3 for 4, but you got to give some love to Orton tonight. 3 for 3 with an RBI in the game. A lot of production at the bottom of the order, which Danny Ibsen's got to love moving forward, trying to get off this 3-game losing streak.
Gives you a bright side to look to. You know, he's going to get back to the drawing board. He's going to probably shift a couple things around, and like you said, this is now the time where they do need to figure it out because you're getting
ultra quiet operation.
Losing streak. What are you going to do? Are you going to bounce back, or are you going to chop this season up?
Let's give it to the senior. I wanted to give it to a senior tonight. You know, Sam Lindsay goes 0 for 2 with a walk. But how about the double by Loveland? I mean, on senior night, that was a big 2 RBI double. And so let's give our Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game for Snow Canyon to the senior, Mr. Loveland.
I agree. I think that's a good call. You know, that double got the ball rolling, got the rally going, and I think that's a good way to put it, D.
Yeah, yep. So lot of fun. We had a bunch of bin blasts of the game. You know, hot shots in the alleyways, getting all the way to the fence. We had 3 donut run home runs tonight, so make sure you hit a home run and go get some kolaches or donuts at the donut run tomorrow on your way to work. This was just that perfect game that you know, had enough offense and enough defense, enough good pitching and timely pitching to make this game just fantastic. Expect the unexpected in the rematch on Thursday night. Who knows how it's going to play out?
Yeah, 100% agreed. I mean, this game almost flew by. You couldn't even tell, but dude, this was awesome. You get to watch these teams go at it, and I love watching this Snow Canyon team because I'm just so impressed with the talent they have as far as their pitchers go, as far as their hitters go. Dixie really gave them a good shot today, just not enough.
Our red bed regeneration energy play, let's give it to Ince on that final out, charging in hard, gloving it, and then flipping it out of the glove, the mitt, to first to get that final out. That's your red bed regeneration energy play. He charged it hard. He knew he didn't have time to transfer it, so sometimes it can get stuck in your mitt and it doesn't flip out of there, and that was a great play to end the night and seal the victory for the Warriors defensively.
Yep, that's the way to put it. You know, go ahead, seal it up. Like you said, sometimes I think not actually roll out all the way. I've actually seen a guy where he goes to flip it out and it just kind of comes back into his face. So that play, as easy as it looks on screen, it could be a little harder.
So that's going to wrap things up for our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. We'll have some sound. We'll have some reaction on this game tomorrow morning from 7 to 9 a.m. right here on the Fan Sports Network. We'll get you all of the reaction from the other games tonight. You had Utah Tech and Utah playing baseball. Bruce Hurst. Pineview is leading Desert Hills 6-3, so kind of a little bit of a mild upset brewing over there. They're in the top of the 7th inning in that one, and that leads me to our Bucks Ace Hardware look ahead on the broadcast calendar. We'll be doing Pineview versus Desert Hills on Friday over at PVHS, Pineview High School. We'll have video, audio on the fansportsnetwork.com. As Smith and Hafen go yard, huge 2 RBI double by Loveland, and the Warriors win it. The final on the Wilkinson scoreboard, 5-3, 10-1 now in region play, 20-3 on the season, and they should stay number 1 in the RPI rankings heading to the rematch on Thursday. Flyers will try to get back into the win column and get the split with the Warriors on Thursday night as well. For Connor Collins, for our camera crew, Cody Peck, our TV producer, Rory Brosnan back in the Findlay Hyundai studios. Thanks for watching live, local, Region 10 baseball on your choice for sports, the Fan Sports Network. Have a great night, everybody.